what are your thoughts of seeing the video of Mr. Arbery and George Floyd, like seeing both of those videos, like the officer just literally killing him in plain sight. Also, the last one, he was jogging and they killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what, bro? It's like it's obviously sad, and it's like every year we see this. Every year we're gonna see it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it my thing is, it's like it's never gonna stop, unfortunately, because growing up, like there's always gonna be okay. Growing up, you don't hate anyone or anything. Hatred is a thing that you learn over time. You learn to hate something. You know what I mean? You don't grow up hating a certain food. You try that food and you don't like it at all. That's when you start to hate it, right? And growing up, there's always going to be some type of some group of people that teach their kids to hate a certain group of people or to stay away from a certain group of people or to not hang around a certain group of people because of whatever reason they want to give, right?
Because
And
of their background
because
or
of a
something like
back
that.
some certain backgrounds, and they're going to take it and run with it because as a if you're teaching them that as a kid, obviously they're going to integrate that into their brains because they're learning. That's going to resonate in their mind as like a truthful like statement. So they're just going to go along with it. And the cycle is never going to continue because of that. You know, people are always there's always going
Hmm.
to be some type of racial stuff going on. There's always going to be racism going on. There's always going to be shootings and police doing their police brutality and like all this stuff, bro. It's like I don't know. I'm it's like earlier I was watching the video again, bro, about the George Floyd, right? And the
Hmm. Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
there's a different angle of it. Like before the whole stepping on his neck part. There was a part where they just arrested him. And the report that came out yesterday, it was like he was resisting arrest and all that stuff, right? And there's a surveillance camera of from the store that was recording the guy getting arrested. And from the looks of it, he was not resisting whatsoever at all. From a different
Mm.
camera angle, like he was not resisting at all.
Do you know why he got arrested?
Um, they said he had like forged documents or something like that. For I think he works at a
For his
store.
document.
I think he worked at one of the stores that was right there, and he had forged documents of something. I'm not sure, but yeah, they came and found him and arrested him for that. So and then seeing the video of his neck getting like just ran into the ground. It's like it's so sad because he's not resisting. He can't breathe. He's telling you he cannot breathe. He can't move his body. His whole body's hurting because you're pinning his neck to concrete, bro, and you're not letting
Right.
up. And they said for
And
4 minutes it was
you
like
like,
that.
yeah, that's like, yeah, you literally got almost 175 pounds on your neck while you can't move.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
it's bro.
I'm
It's not like he has his hand. It's not like he has his hand on his neck. He has his knee on his neck. So all that weight, bro, is on his neck, closing off his airwaves to breathe. And
saying?
the thing is, like the other cop that was standing right next to there, he was standing not doing anything. And then the guy recording, it's like I don't know. It just it sucks, bro. Like I want to hear what you got to
Yeah.
say about it because it just I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words. Like at this point, it's just a loss for words for me.
Okay. My opinion is definitely different from the main. A lot of people. In my opinion, bro, like you said, I know you tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it too. I try to scroll past it, but like you said, you can't really
Yeah.
scroll past it. You gonna see it one way or another. But in my opinion, bro, like it can stop. You know what I'm saying? It definitely can. And the way it can stop, if every black person had a gun, I bet you for a fact they won't mess with us.
Mm.
If every black person had, if everybody, if general, not even just black people, everybody had a gun, bro, peace, it would be more peaceful. I know it sounds crazy to think about, but if because if everybody had a gun, who criminals gonna mess with?
That's facts.
There ain't no vulnerable. Everybody had a gun. Like for a little bit, like when they first happened, a little bit, yeah, it's gonna be some killings because everybody got one. Then they gonna calm down, and then it's gonna be criminals trying to rob somebody. They're gonna be like, that's not happening. That's not happening, no, bro. I'm saying, like, even with the Ahmaud situation, if he had a gun, that wouldn't have happened,
Yeah.
bro. Facts. One of them would have died. I don't care what
That one
nobody say.
too, bro. It's
And
like that one's a little different because it wasn't like no cops or nothing. But
I think his father was like an
he,
ex-cop,
yeah,
an
ex-cop.
ex-cop, the
Yeah,
one
they
that killed
said
him.
that. And they said to do recording too as a part of the whole thing. But like, just I don't know. It's just wow. Like it just wows me every single time.
Yeah, bro. Like, and yeah, I mean, but like black people, bro, we start like we tried the Martin Luther King way. See
Hmm.
how that went. You know what I'm saying? So I think the best thing to do is just do the Malcolm X way, the Black Panther way. You feel
Say
me?
fuck it.
Stop messing with us. Stop messing with us. That's the only way, bro. Like you're not gonna get no respect talking about, oh, I forgive you, and you just kill my dad, or you just kill my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get no respect. Like if you kill one of mine, just trust and believe. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like don't mess with mine.
Though. Oh, go
And
ahead.
black people got the wrong mentality against their own people. They kill the gang members to kill other people and all that for some money or some weed or something like that. But let a cop abuse somebody. They ain't even gonna try to touch them.
Wow. Yeah. Bro. Yeah.
It's
You
crazy,
brought up
bro.
a great point about like I feel like black people need to help ourselves out too. In this whole situation. That's another
Hmm.
thing. But I wanted to touch on what you said about the guns. That was an interesting point. Like if everyone had guns, that there would be less of this stuff, you know. And I don't know. I think society's like just scared of like just the fact that everyone would have a gun. Like just think about like just the simple fact that everyone will have a gun. Like I don't know. Even I'm kind of scared for that, you know, because I know there's crazy people everywhere, and there's
Hmm.
crazy people everywhere you look. So I feel like people abuse it though. I feel like people just abuse the opportunity to have a gun.
Think about it like this though. Would you rather get caught without a gun or with a gun? Say you get say a family member getting robbed, bro, and you in the house with him, and the person that robbed you got a gun.
That's facts.
Would you rather have a gun or not have a gun?
Yeah, I'd rather have one. Yeah,
Bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's something to think about because I used to think the same way, like, oh, just get rid of guns and all that, you know what I'm saying? But criminals gonna have guns either way. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get a gun in Chicago for $20. Like if I really wanted to, tomorrow I can have a gun. I can hook up with somebody and get me something if I really
yeah.
wanted to. Like if you want one, bro, you can get one. It ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? So the leftists, the Democrats talking about, oh, just stricter gun laws and all that BS, bro. They ain't gonna do nothing but put more black people in jail.
Sheesh. Yeah,
And I ain't with that. It's deep, bro. I'm
yeah,
telling you, it's deep. So I'd rather be like, bro, if every black person had a gun, we not finna. You know what I'm saying, like, we not like black people got sense, bro. Like we gonna think before we act most of the time. Like if they know everybody got a gun, they not finna be messing with like a lot of people. So it's like, all right, we gonna be
yeah,
chill, and we just gonna be chill with some guns.
yeah,
That's how I think
yeah,
gonna happen.
bro. That's a good point to look at, bro. Because I don't know, I never really came across someone who was just like, all right, this is have everyone have guns, bro, and this shit will go down.
But right, bro. But look at the Black Panther Party, bro. Like they probably the close people that actually changed some stuff because they was armed black men legally though. Like they was legally armed black men, and they helped the community out. And you see how, but they
Yeah,
end up wiping them out though.
man. But
So.
my thing was like how this could never stop was like if guys like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were fighting for stuff like this to stop, and it's still going on because this stuff happened back then too. If they fought for all of
Mhm.
this to stop, and they're the guys that like fought the hardest for this kind of stuff to stop, and it's still going on. Like if they couldn't do it, like who else is gonna do it? That's how I saw it.
I mean, it all comes with like mindset though, bro. Like if everybody had a Malcolm X mindset, we wouldn't be messed with at all. Because all Malcolm X mindset was is self defense and
Yeah,
betterment of your people. If every black person had that mindset, you wouldn't see that video yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see that because everybody would know like don't mess with them. Just like they know not to mess with Asian people in their communities, just like they know not to mess with the Mexicans, they should know don't mess with black people because we gonna ride for each other and it's gonna be over
yeah,
if you do. Like that's
yeah.
all
I
I'm
feel
on,
you,
bro.
bro. No, I just feel like I wish black people were more together in a way too.
Yeah, me too. Definitely,
Because I don't know. I feel like we try to
definitely.
tear each other apart as well. Like we can talk about the police brutality stuff. We can talk about all this racism stuff, but I think it starts with like within our own community.